This government meeting is brought to you by Eastworks and our local cable subscribers.
It's the May 12th, 2025 Easthampton Licensing Board meeting.
Like a 5 foot. 4 foot.
Open meeting.
We're in second. That's the thing, you gotta measure and everything.
I know.
Is anybody here from the public to speak about anything that's not on the agenda?
Bumper to tongue of the trailer on his feet. And then
Guys.
that is where you have to be.
Dave.
Huh?
Start with the meeting.
Second, at that time already. Let's see, approval of minutes.
Well, did everybody just catch that? Anybody here from the public to do public speak about anything? Okay, good.
Approval of minutes.
My second. Aye.
All in favor?
Okay, hold on, who
Sorry.
seconded the motion? Who seconded? Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
Perfect.
We'll open the first public hearing, Unbroken Wings seeking special 1 day for annual Thunder in the Valley event.
Before everyone starts, I just want to let the board know, for all special 1 days presented tonight, everyone has completed their application with payment and all required materials for their application. So what applicants should do is just let the board know what their event is and what their site plan is, and that includes IDing, wristbanding, fencing, and any operational plans. Take it away, Mike.
Thunder in the Valley, fireworks and concert at Millside. Molatore's Farm in Easthampton, Park Hill Road. We submitted our site plan. Nothing's changed this year from last year. Our safety plan, everything is all the same. Dave runs the.
I do all the beer, all the beer and wine.
And alcohol.
And alcohol concession stuff. Last year we had a 20 by 20 tent. It was horrible weather. I'm doing a 20 by 40 this year because my staff complained, everybody that got soaked. So it makes it easier for us because this year we're gonna perimeter off the sides of the tent, one way in, one way out. So we're gonna do, because it's our anniversary edition, I have somebody coming in and they're gonna do a red, white, and blue balloon arch wrap to celebrate the 4th of July. So that's where everybody comes in, my staff, we ID, all our vendors get wristbanded. It is 21 and older, everybody knows that to drink. There's no outside alcohol per my insurance. No outside alcohol is allowed to be brought in. So no outside alcohol is allowed in cars, parking lot, nothing. So we stress that very much.
Every adult that comes through the gate will be carded. Everyone.
Yeah, they ID you.
They will get an over 21 bracelet.
They get ID'd as they come in, so you can't come in without an ID. You can't be certain. Then at that point there, if they come up to the bar and they don't have a wristband that's ID'd, they have to go back to the check-in point, which they get upset, and I don't really care, because now they have to go back through ID, and some of them come in without even a ticket. And they, oh, well, I didn't know that. Well, you gotta go buy a ticket then. So
do they have to be over 21 to even go into the tent, or?
No,
No, just to
because
get-
The
family,
event is
The
for
event
all
is-
ages.
yeah,
Okay.
but families come in, we don't restrict 21 and older, because families come in with their kids. Because if we have a tent, I have tables, and if somebody wants to get something to eat and they've got their family, they can stand at a table and have something to eat and drink a beverage.
Okay.
You know, I feel it's not right if you're gonna say, oh, you can't come in because you can't eat in the tent, you can't bring your kid in the tent. That's not fair.
Mhm.
You know? So I've always allowed them to come in and stand, and people do, they come in, they stand, they eat, because we do sell Coke, Diet Coke, Sprite, ginger ale. Kids get juice boxes for free, so, yeah.
And you're tip certified, your
I'm-
staff is.
I am I've been doing this for 15 years, I've got just,
I know, but
yeah,
just
we,
pro forma.
we do
sort of, right?
we do 1 million, 2 million liquor liability, we do 1 million, 2 million general liability.
Yeah, net insurance is fine,
So-
just, but you have tip certified people
Oh,
on
yeah,
board, okay.
all my
Great.
pours are tip certified,
Great, awesome.
Anyone, any other questions?
we do the same setup as
Yeah.
every year. Yeah,
Make a motion?
I motion to approve that one-day license.
I second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
I will add one more thing to that also, since we.
Now that we got the vote.
No, since we've been doing this, the board is helpful, but we've never had, it's not a drunken drinking bag. You know, that's the one thing you have to understand, that this event, it's fireworks, concert, music, and food. You know, we don't have people coming in there slurred out and drunken and, you know, if there is, there's
Police.
police, you know, but no incidents, you know,
Not worried about it at all.
Yeah,
So-
we got the vote.
Right.
No, because-
It's like, you guys telling me about the hatchet throwing
yeah,
in the
all
beer
that,
tents.
no.
No, he's at the other end.
But I didn't mention the hatchets.
Yeah, we have the
You're good, man.
hatchets.
You're all set.
And not purview of this board, but since you mentioned it, the tent, make sure you check with the building commissioner on tent size and permitting.
I've had a 20 by 40 before, we downsized last year, but then, like I said, it rained,
Yeah,
it
She
was
charged
horrible.
me.
What's that?
She charged me for all those tents.
yeah, so just wanna check in with the building
Building.
commissioner.
Oh, okay, I'll check.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's through Party World in Southampton.
Yeah.
We're good.
Alright,
Okay.
next up,
Thanks, guys.
Easthampton Rod and Gun Club speaking special one
you.
day for May 23rd to 26th fishing derby.
Oh, do you?
I have more events in town.
Yeah.
Club. It's our typical. I sent in the site plan, so we'll be serving out of our pavilion or the clubhouse. All servers are tip certified. We police the areas, and I believe on the site plan, I marked off a small cement patio next to the club as an area. And we have people walking around keeping an eye on what's going on. So.
Pretty much like your ice fishing derby, right?
It's the same thing.
It's the same thing.
It doesn't really.
It doesn't change.
I just
Right.
changed up like the locations of where we're gonna be serving things, but that's about it, but it's our similar thing.
And I know you guys are all tip certified servers, I know, I
Yep.
just like to ask.
Yep, we have all that.
I make a
And this
motion.
is for
Oh, sorry.
multiple events? Or
I
do we do
actually-
each one?
Each
individually?
application
Okay.
is a separate application.
Gotcha.
This is one.
Okay, number one.
So-
I vote to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Next up, Easthampton Rod and Gun Club speaking special one day for 6/13/15 fishing derby. Ditto,
Same thing.
Same
I move to approve.
I second.
all in favor?
Aye.
Okay, Easthampton Rod and Gun Club seeking special one day for 9/12/14 fishing derby.
I move to approve.
Okay,
Second.
all in favor? Aye. Okay.
Thanks.
I'll update those in the portal for you.
Okay,
Are you gonna print them again, by chance?
I can,
That was helpful, cause I can't print that.
sure, I'll print them, I'm not here the rest of the week, so you don't need them until June, right?
First one I would need would be the
23rd.
23rd before the long weekend.
Okay, I'll print them before I leave and leave them in my door for you.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll stop by and pick them up.
Sure.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thanks.
Thanks, yeah.
Valley Art Supplies seeking special one day for cultural chaos.
Is anybody here from Valley Art Supply?
Haven't seen anyone.
That's too bad. Well, if you see them, tell them they have another chance to do this at our next meeting.
Okay. Alright, next up, Nini's seeking special one day for cultural chaos.
Anyone here from Nini's?
Oh, okay. Gigantic seeking special one day for cultural chaos.
Hello.
Hi.
I think it's all pretty much exactly the same as last year too, same site map. We've got only one way to get in. We ID everyone. I saw a thing about wristbands. We need to have wristbands, everyone does this time. Is that the idea?
You have to have some way of IDing and identifying people who are consuming.
So some marker on people, like physically.
Stamp, marker, wristband,
Okay, alright, well then
any way that
I'll
someone.
probably just get wristbands for us and I'll just hand them out to people who are ID'd over 21. Nobody else really comes into the tent area anyway, because we don't really serve food, so.
Right.
Um,
Yeah,
So,
you're just
that's
serving
easy.
cocktails and stuff.
Well,
Nope.
wine-based stuff, wine and beer, yeah. Spritz, seltzer
really do
water and
just
wine.
Spritzes, that's right, yeah.
Only nonprofits can do all alcohol.
But that's okay, right? I think we went over this last year, but like wine with like soda water and stuff like that is okay?
Yeah.
Like a spritz,
Yeah, that's a
basically.
wine, yeah.
Okay.
And there's a separate point of sale
Yeah,
register?
we set up a different one in the window, like right outside, basically. So it's a different register than the one we use for sale, for business. I also had one question about this too, because I saw that you guys had sent out a thing about how it's like the street is gonna be blocked off earlier and taken down later this year. Is that true? There was something about barriers that I saw that seemed different than before.
That's all the cultural council, not the licensing board.
Okay.
Sorry.
So is the street blocked off till 7 though? Is that, or do you not know for sure?
That's all the cultural council.
Okay.
They set up all the vendor information and street information and all those
All right.
details.
I'll check
Sorry.
in with them. No, it's fine, I'm just curious in
Yeah.
case you guys had more info on that, but I'll check in with them.
Okay.
Thanks.
Move to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thanks, guys. See
Okay,
you soon.
Luthier seeking special one day for cultural chaos.
And we are also looking to do, the setup last year worked great. We're fenced in, separate point of sale outside. Staff's tip certified, I got all hands on deck. Yeah, I feel like all more of the same.
You guys
Sorry
can,
for not
oh, sorry.
sorry.
No, go ahead.
Sorry for not responding to your voicemail quick enough before this meeting.
I was so
You
far
got it
behind the
done and
ball
then-
last year, I'd like, I got it in a day sooner this year,
Yeah.
so we're making progress. One day.
Sorry.
All right, that's all right. You guys are gonna have music inside and do the stages. Are you guys doing the stages outside too?
I set up the one outside in Edie's,
Oh, okay.
just that one.
You don't have to do all the rest of them like we used to do.
None of that, yeah, one is perfect.
Yeah. And you're gonna have shows during the day inside, right?
Yeah.
I'm just curious.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with your license.
No, yep.
Yeah.
If you want a slot, let me know. I've got slots over there. Yes. Yeah, for sure.
I will, absolutely, sure. Right on.
Okay. Make a motion?
I'll motion to approve that. You're good, Rebecca, you have any questions? You good?
I do not.
Okay.
I move to approve.
Second.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, folks. Thank you. Steve, you want to sign the?
Fort
sign
Hill
in?
Brewery seeking special one day for cruise nights.
So the past, I think 5 years we've done this, it's every other Wednesday. We're planning on starting May 21st, and it would be every other Wednesday through, I think October is what I applied for. All of our bartenders are tip certified. We only serve beer from inside the brewery. We don't set up anything outside. That's just for cars. But, so the reason that we asked for the permit is just so people can walk outside with their beer to look at the cars.
Oh, yeah, this is the car swap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the same concept as the Barks and Brews too.
Yes.
And you've seen all the stuff, it's the same.
Everything's the
Everything's
same,
changed.
everything's in order.
So the cars are inside the permitted area? No.
They're not, that's why they need the special one day. So it's like
Oh.
you have all the cars outside and people get their drinks inside, but the special one day allows them to walk around outside with the beer.
Gotcha.
So you're licensing the outside area for
Okay.
them.
Excellent.
Okay.
I move to approve.
I second.
All in favor?
Aye.
So approved.
Thank you very
Welcome.
much.
All
Take
set.
care.
Thanks.
Thanks.
Take care.
Yeah, beer guy seeking special one day for Dowd picnic in Onondaga, 626.
Oh,
I
hey.
did it last year, I do every year for them, I do their cookout annual picnic, they have like 7 offices, so they invite everybody to come and get free food and, they pick up the tab for everything and
Is it a business?
Dowd Insurance Company.
Oh, Dowd.
Yeah,
Oh,
Dowd
okay.
Insurance Inc., yeah,
Yeah, okay.
they have office in Ludlow, Belchertown, Granby,
Yeah, I remember from last year.
like
now.
Worcester area, yeah, it rained.
And this is in the park?
Yeah, in the park, Pavilion One, I did, they drew a plan of what they're doing and where it is. I back in, it's only for a couple hours, you know, they usually eat at 1 and they play games outside and then I clean up and everybody's gone. I think I wrote Pavilion One where it's
I can
gonna,
look at the applicant.
yeah, it's
but,
the first one that you pull into. I remember because there's a huge pothole right in the middle of the parking lot. They're very nice company.
Move to approve?
Second.
Favor?
Aye.
So moved.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thanks, Dave.
Okay.
See ya.
Let's have a great rest of the day.
You too.
Bye-bye.
Okay. River Valley Co-op
Oh,
seeking
that's us.
change of manager. Last but not least.
Okay. This was all uploaded to the shared folder for you guys to review ahead of time. I will say that
I am Karen McGeorge. Hi,
Karen.
Royal. I'm
okay.
the store manager.
I'm Lindsay Sekula
Hi,
for
Lindsay.
the licensing clerk here.
Awesome.
I had conversations with someone about this application,
Probably Debbie.
Debbie?
maybe? Okay. And she had first initially asked for a multiple amendment license. And I said, great, waiting for that. And then Alan came back and said, no, it's just a change of manager. Here it is.
Cool.
So I took that. Looking at it, it looks like a multiple amendment license because you guys have checked off change of manager and change of officers, directors, LLC managers. So I'm just putting that out there that I have noted to Alan and Debbie, I think this is a multiple amendment and they are saying it's not. So I just want that to be said so that if this kicks back from the ABCC and they said you've done the wrong thing, you need a
Okay.
multiple amendment, that you will have to come back for a multiple amendment hearing.
Okay. So, yeah, Alan said it's in the same category, so it's all the same.
Right.
And I didn't know there was further question, but.
Nope, that's okay. It's not my position to question it. I just wanna let you guys know that I believe this is a multiple amendment. It's up to the board to decide, it's up to the ABCC to decide, but you have multiple things checked off.
Multiple amendments.
You have multiple amendments, so that's just, change of officers, LLC managers, as well as the change of manager here. So that's all I'm gonna say.
Okay.
And then we do need to fill out this portion here that says description of premises. And that can be emailed to me, or we can fill it out, you can fill it out now. The ABCC requires this even if you're not changing the premises or the description. It's very cumbersome.
So would it just be the
They-
address of the building, like
No, they want
the building site?
Nope, they want the complete description of the licensed premises that we're talking about. So it's the square footage, the exits and entrances.
Or like a whole floor map?
Like from the very first
From
application.
the very first step, that has to be filled out there for me.
Okay,
So, happy to fill that in and
Got it?
at any point.
okay,
Um,
okay.
I just can't send this to the ABCC until that's done, otherwise they're
Okay.
gonna send it back and tell me I haven't done my job.
Roger that.
Okay.
Obviously,
Great, good to know.
you have more space than this, they can have like, to describe.
Most people can do it just in this
Yeah?
box. Yeah,
If
it's
they-
just,
if
it's
they-
your square footage, your entrances, exits,
Right,
where
right.
the alcohol is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if somebody did, that's it.
Yeah.
So if somebody wanted to put something that was longer than the space, they could just have an addendum on it.
I think so, I've
Like
never
see
encountered
attached.
that, yeah.
Okay, just curious.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm sure they could.
Okay. Yeah, we'll just do what we did last year. I think we were thinking that it didn't change, so.
It doesn't.
But
The state wants us to say
Yes,
exactly what it is each time.
okay,
So I don't have what last year is that went into filing, so you guys just have to provide it each
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
But that is not the hardest part.
okay.
Great, okay.
So
Is that
take it
all we
away,
need?
board.
So we're not voting on this?
You
'Cause it's
are.
incomplete, or we're voting on the incomplete? Like, what's,
No, I think you should, if the application looks correct to you guys, you would vote to approve the application. I just can't send it in until this section is filled out, which can be done at any point.
But does the.
There was one other thing we caught.
Yes, I got an email today about the tip certification,
Yes,
and I've just added that to the back here.
perfect, okay.
So that's in there.
So does the multiple amendment versus the change of management make it incorrect if it's not what it says it is.
Yeah, I mean, I think so.
So they're doing two things in this one application, and that's
Yes.
allowed. Does it have, do those two check boxes that were checked require a separate, like a separate pile?
Yes, yeah, so you can see here, this is what they have checked off.
Right.
Application for multiple amendments, please select all the amendments you are applying for, but this is just a change of manager that they have filled out.
So this doesn't appear to be,
Let's see.
And then there's the change of directors and officers. It's not all of them that change, but
Yeah, no.
there's always, usually there's a few changes.
This is the form you guys signed. So a change of manager application requires those check boxes.
right.
And then, this is from the ABCC and they tell you everything
right.
you need. And then the change of directors would be another $200 fee. So if you're filling out two different things, they're two different applications unless you file it as a multiple amendment license.
So this first page here is incorrect.
Well, no, this
No,
is
it's
our
not?
page,
Oh,
no.
this is-
But
okay.
what I'm looking here, so Alan said it's not a multiple amendment, but did submit the multiple amendment license. So I guess it's fine,
Well, yeah, I mean, it's as long as everything's.
as long as it's a
together.
multiple amendment. So he did actually file the multiple amendment license.
Great.
So ignore everything I've said.
Way to work through it.
Just wanna make sure everyone's on their toes
Good
on
job
Monday.
working through it.
I feel a lot better about
Are you here for the meeting?
it.
Can I be here for the meeting?
Yeah, we're coming to
Licensing
an
board?
end.
Yeah, come on in.
Or him?
All right, so then you just need the building information with square footage and exits and where the alcohol is located within the building. Great. And we can get that to you. When do you need it by?
Whenever you wanna submit it.
Perfect.
I can't submit this until I have that.
Okay, great, we can make that happen.
Okay.
That's an easy thing.
Sorry we missed that.
No.
It's a
No,
lot.
that's not, it's not something you get in the application. This one form is the form that the board has to sign, and they require that information to be in there. But it's not included in the license type you're filing.
So do we have that page? I was looking for it here and I wasn't finding it.
I was looking for
That
it so
first
I could
page,
just
but
have it
looking
done,
at it,
but I don't see a description of premises in yours.
I didn't see a box for it here.
Yeah.
No, I mean, if you know off the top of your head, or you can call Alan, or,
So,
It's like, well, my whole life history right there.
yeah, I'm like, I was like, well, is it 24.5 thousand square feet or 20?
Yeah, we'll have to get, and a
Some-
number of.
so
I'm not
it's
in the
close.
rest of the week anyway, so you have the whole week to get it to me, and then I'll submit this to the
Yeah.
We can have
ABCC
it
on
in-
Monday if the board votes
Yeah,
to
that's
approve.
first.
Yep, no problem.
Yeah, great.
You guys want, look through the application, do you have any
No.
questions about the application?
No, as long as,
I think it's the right one now that I
Yeah.
said all that.
yeah.
Sounds like you're close to a vacation.
You good, Tony?
I'm good.
Yeah, as long as I mean, is it a conditional approval until we get that, or is it just an approval?
I wouldn't conditionally approve it, cause then you have to make that the decision of the board, but you're approving the license, I'm just waiting for that one piece.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. Motion to approve?
I second that motion.
In favor?
Aye.
All right,
Great.
Great.
Thank you so
Yeah,
much.
you guys gotta
Thank
sign
you.
this
Yeah, we're gonna
one.
sign this.
Alrighty.
Thank
Have a
you.
great
You too.
afternoon.
care.
I hope you get to see some sunshine.
Yeah.
Hey there,
Hi,
you're from,
Nini's?
okay, great. You're here for one day? for
Yes.
cultural chaos?
Yes. It's my fault that he's not here. So
Uh,
I'm here. in
someone's
his
here.
place. So I'm here for him.
And is anything changing from last year?
No.
Can you just describe the layout?
We have one table where we sell pizza and sangria. And then we have tables set up in front of the restaurant and a rope around that.
And there's a separate point of sale and servers outside.
Yes, there's servers outside in a separate area,
Separate register?
separate
Right,
register.
yeah, okay.
Yeah, sorry.
No worries.
The roped off area is included with the pizza now, or it's, like, if you hand someone a sangria, what happens?
They'll be in the roped off area. So I started at the pizza table. So I could have people come in, we could check their ID when they come in. And then they'll be right there by the tables to check out and get their food or sangria. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Is it your normal outside tables or you have extra outside tables?
Normal outside.
Just the regular ones you usually have, right?
Yeah, actually, we might take a few away
Okay.
even, yeah.
All right. And that's where people will be able to sit, congregate behind the room.
Yep. Yeah, it's generally just on the side from the door over, like the side on Corsello side is where the tables are. And then the point of sale is on the other side of the door.
Mhm.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. All right. Everybody good?
I'm good.
My motion to approve.
Second that?
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, I'll put that in paradise.
Thank you.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you.
Sorry, guys.
Not at all.
Don't be sorry.
Just made it in time.
Yeah, right.
Well, he wasn't answering the phone.
Well, you're lucky because
You did
we had some talkers.
And he
here.
wasn't, and he doesn't, and he doesn't listen very well. All right, thank you, bye.
Aye.
All right, bye-bye. So do we have any new business?
Nope.
Okay. Next meeting, June 4th, 4 p.m.
That's a Thursday.
It's a Thursday?
Will both of you be here because I will not?
I don't have, I'm here for that. I don't have anything.
Will be on an airplane, so I
Far
can't
away.
even zoom in.
Just gonna triple check. I already looked.
Not for
Yeah, the 4th.
Nor should you want to.
I'm here.
Okay,
Okay.
Okay.
cool. We'll have all the stragglers.
Right. Yeah, exactly. One less.
Yep.
Right, that was good.
All right. Motion to adjourn.
I second the motion.
Aye.
This government meeting is brought to you by Eastworks and our local cable subscribers.